All right, I wanted to share this bowl. I'm doing a new glaze combination I've never tried before. I have a grandson running around out here on a little motorcycle, so you may see him zoom by the window a few times while we're doing this. But this is, and I love this bowl, it's a really neat little shape. I did a little fluting up here. Actually, I take this flat part and I will share with you a little secret. It's called a bamboo chopstick, and it's porous on the end. And when I get done, sometimes I use these for different things. And I just went all the way around the edge making this fluting. And then what I've done on this particular bowl is I've put oatmeal, 3 coats of oatmeal, all the way inside, outside oatmeal. Well, the oatmeal on this one, on the outside, I just brought it down to about here. I have some ribs I trimmed in here. There he goes. I have these ribs I trimmed in here, so it'll kind of keep things from running off the pot. But I kept my oatmeal up pretty high, up around in this area on this one. This is Albany Slip Brown. So I've done 3 coats of Albany Slip Brown, and I have overlapped here. And then this is Albany Slip Brown rings inside. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Ancient Jasper and I'm gonna fill in here, and I'm gonna overlap a little bit here. We should get some good run here. And I'm gonna take Ancient Jasper and I'm gonna finish in these rims and in these little holes, these rings that you see oatmeal in, I'm gonna put Ancient Jasper in. So let me find that. I do have a little bit of this one. And Ancient Jasper does tend to run a little bit, and you can hear it. It's a thin glaze. Some of these you've got to really watch, especially if you're trying to get it within a specific area like I am here. And it's not going to kill me if this were to drip, because it's all going to kind of run together with the oatmeal. The oatmeal's got enough flux in it that everything will blend. But let's see. I'll show you what I'm doing. And I love, again, that AMACO or that Shimpo banding wheel is your best friend. I cannot promote that enough. Yeah, they're a little over $100. It's weighted, it's heavy, it's great for glazing and so many different things. If you can afford it, this was the first tool I bought even before I got a wheel, was this Shimpo banding wheel. All right, now I want to try to get her pretty well centered if I can. And now I'm going to come up here with it and just, like I say, this is a really good tool for glazing. And you can buy other wheels that are not quite as expensive, but I will never wear out this wheel. It's a one-time buy. It's got ball bearings. It weighs, I think, about 18 pounds or something like that. And it just works. I like tools that work. I drive vehicles that I think are gonna last a long time. My last car I drove for 15 years. I have a Toyota Tacoma now, which I plan to drive the wheels off of, probably at least for the next 15 years or until I die. I don't like trading cars, so why not buy something that's gonna last and you don't have to deal with it again. And the wife has a product also made by Toyota, a little Lexus. But this kind of has a bullseye effect. I'll show it to you here. And you'll see how I'm just filling it right in with this. If you can pull that up and see, there we go. That probably is a little better. Just use that weight of that wheel to help me with that. And we'll overlap a little bit on all of those coats. Bring that up. probably going to be, I'm assuming this will be dark. I don't always like dark, but I think it'll be pretty. And yeah, I think I'm gonna, if you see that dot in the center, I don't think I'm gonna fill that in. I think I'm gonna just leave that little bit of oatmeal there. I think we're gonna get, I think this is all gonna run in there. I'm gonna probably come right up to it. And then we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to see how much that flows in. That'll be fun. All right, and then on the outside, you can see this, I've got this on the outside. Move that a little bit if you can. This is oatmeal, like I say right here, that I haven't done anything but put 3 or 4 coats of oatmeal on here. And then it's right under, probably to there, with the Albany Slip Brown. So the Albany Slip Brown is gonna break. If you've used it much at all, it kind of has a break, like that dark brown to light, and it's real pretty. It's kind of buttery and creamy looking. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my Albany Slip Brown here, and I'm gonna put it pretty heavy because I want it to kind of, I want to get an effect that comes down maybe over this Albany Slip Brown some. And we'll get that going. I don't know where you guys are from, but yeah, there's some crazy weather going on in the country. I know Milton made landfall yesterday. We haven't had rain in over a month or more. Nights are getting down in the 40s, but the days are getting up in the mid 80s. Hopefully we're gonna get our first frost next Tuesday. But we'll see. It breaks my heart what's happened with some people in the country with this weather. If you've ever been out to North Carolina, South Carolina, some of those areas, and of course Florida, I don't know. It's just beautiful country, great people. It's just heartbreaking what's going on right now. So they are in my prayers on a daily basis. Yeah, we went to Asheville. I guess we stayed in Gatlinburg several years ago, and I did some mountain biking out there. And we lucked out. We drove over to Asheville, and we went to see the Biltmore House. And it was a rainy day, and I guess the place is usually packed, and there was a handful of people there. We didn't even wait in line for tickets. We walked straight up, bought tickets, got extra tickets so that we got some tours inside and went to see some things that you don't always see unless you're, you know, paying a little bit extra to get a tour guide to take you to it. And we spent most of the morning there and half the afternoon, and then it finally cleared up and the place got packed and we left. But it was just the perfect day for us to go and enjoy, because I don't like crowds that much. And we just didn't have to wait, and it was just it was a neat adventure. We'd always wanted to see Biltmore. If you haven't seen it and you get a chance, once all this mess is over with, get out there. Yeah, support them with some tourism. It's a really beautiful place to go. All right. I'm gonna just put a few more coats in here in the middle. I want this to be fairly thick because I want to get some run out of it. I'm excited about this. I've got a kiln just about ready to go. I've got several pieces getting ready to go in. I haven't done a lot of videos. I think I mentioned fall is just not a great time for me. Ragweed is not my friend, and I just don't feel well a lot of the time, but then I've had some issues with my video software, just didn't feel like dealing with. So anyway, life goes on, doesn't it? This is gonna be a fun bowl. I'm excited about it. I've got a few more things going. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Got a neat little fluted vase I made. I got a bunch of mugs and things that go into stores. I got a neat little platter. See, that's out of Reclaim. You can see a little bit of porcelain swirled in there with all the stoneware. These are the only things I think I have left. I got a little lidded jar here that I made. This is all solid porcelain, and that'll be fun. But I haven't figured out what I'm going to put on them. So anyway, there we go. We've got oatmeal. What did we end up with here? Oatmeal PC31 that we used as a base, which is going to give us a lot of movement. We used Albany Slip Brown on this bottom part and with rings on the inside. Albany Slip Brown is PC32. So we got PC31, PC32, and then we filled in those rings with PC53 Ancient Jasper and up here on the rim. And I'll just bet you, I don't think it's out here. It's in the house. I did a flower pot here and put Ancient Jasper and oatmeal together, and I got some really neat runs. And it does some different things. A lot of times you get little lines. See if I can turn this where maybe you can see me a little bit. I know the backlighting's not going to be good here. But Ancient Jasper, sometimes if you mix it with obsidian, put it over obsidian, oatmeal, you just get a real unique. And a lot of times with oatmeal and Ancient Jasper, you'll get blues. The flower pot in the house has got blues in it and reds in it and just a lot of different colors. Experiment with these. Ancient Jasper, I think it'd probably be great. I haven't tried it with Honey Flux where you get a lot of movement. But anyway, always trying something new. There you go. This will go in the kiln tomorrow. I plan on running things, and I'll try to add to this video if I can get things to join up, and I'll share the results with you on the kiln opening. And I'll throw some other stuff in there. I'll go ahead and probably add the kiln opening to this video, and you can see everything. And I'll try to remember and relate back what's coming out of there and share it. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. The channel's been growing some, and it's not something that's monetized. I just enjoy doing it. I love feedback. I appreciate the comments. I love hearing from you when you tell me, oh, that worked out great. I love that different combination, and I was able to use it and share it and try it on my own, and it came out nice. So I hope these help you. I know when I was beginning, I had no idea what I was doing, and I'm still just an amateur, but I want to share and hopefully help you make better pottery. So thanks again. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a great day. Happy potting. Boom. Here we are to open the kiln. This kiln opening will have the bowl that I just glazed, and I showed you how to do that. And we're going to see what other things are in here, and I'll try to describe those as they come out along with that bowl. So here we go. All right, first of all, have a little vase. That is coyote eggshell, and I kind of scratched away here where the flutes are. And then this is just my junk glaze on the inside, so it's a little bit of a shiny blue on the inside. Eggshell is kind of flat. This was on a reclaimed clay, so it's got a little speckle in it that just comes from the clay. So, turned out really nice. Here is just a mug with Coyote Sunset Pink, and then I put oatmeal around the top of it. Gave us just a little bit of drip. You see some little runs just to break it up a little bit. This is red orange, Coyote red orange, and Coyote really red. Always love those together. Love these geometric patterns that my wife does. That just makes some really pretty mugs. This is another iron luster with oatmeal around the top. We get those really nice blues. See that run? Oh yeah, isn't that pretty? This one I won't even go into what glaze is. Most of these I think are coyote. These are coyotes, probably some wasabi, some cornflower blue up here. And then she does the flowers, makes these little garden mugs that just turn out really pretty. That's a cheerful little mug to drink your coffee out of or your tea. I think anybody would enjoy that. This is just a little mixing bowl. This is river birch, AMACO river birch, all over, with probably 3 coats of river birch. And then that is just textured turquoise on it, down to about here. We stopped it about halfway and it ran. You can see how it runs. Both of those are very fluid glazes and they'll kind of move together. And then as you can see, when you trim, if you'll put these little cuts, just those little cuts in it, that kind of helps stop it on the way down so you don't stick to a kiln shelf. But I like that. That's very similar to the soup bowl video. But that was just the 2 colors. I didn't put any wasabi in this one. This is just textured turquoise, and we've got some really pretty breaks on that. And here is just a, this is on buff clay, Buff Plus, another little mixing bowl, and this is just AMACO river birch. And I love the way these runs are in here. That little swirl in the bottom, then you get these nice little runs that come down. Really pretty. Those are great for Saturday morning, making you some scrambled eggs, just, you know, not too big, not too small. Neat little utensil bowls. And we did get to a full cone 6. I know I've mentioned before that I was getting to cone 6 in about 5 hours. Well, I had some relays that were giving me some problems, some infinite switches, and I've replaced those, and now they work correctly so that they phase up very slowly. And this took me about 9 hours and 15 minutes to go to cone 6 with this little manual kiln. But we got a really good cone 6. I feel like it was a real healthy cone 6. Oh goodness. Pretty stuff down here. That turned out really cool. I'm going to save it for you. Oh, look at that pink. That turned out well, didn't it? Yeah. My wife is here helping me today, and this was, what we did with this was we used eggshell and snapdragon, or was it eggshell and sunset pink?
Snapdragon.
And we put a little bit of really red in it just to pinken it up. Mm-hmm. So we actually blended some, and we made our own color here to get this really soft pink. And then she did the flowers. That's just gorgeous. Just a gorgeous little garden mug. Look at that, just as clean, pretty. That's on buff clay, just Buff Plus from Brackers. Then I got me some, those just turned out sweet. This is just really red. I do these Arkansas mugs. Really red. Really red. Really red. These just turned out fantastic. Nice little mugs. Those will be great. And I got one more really red. That really red from Coyote is a very bright color. It's a very stable glaze. You can see, I mean, I took this all the way down to that last little cut right there. It doesn't run off. You can just have all the confidence in the world that it's not going to move on you. Really nice. Pretty little souvenir mug there. All right. This is, that's the cutest little thing. This is Sunset Pink. And it's a little salt pig. We put ears on it. It just sits on your counter. Put your little pink Himalayan sea salt in that and sit it by your stove, and you can use that for just sprinkling. That sits really nice. That's just cute. All right, And once again, perfect cone 6 on that thing. It just came right out, just beautiful. If all 3 of these shelves are that way, I'm gonna be one happy guy. Here is the bowl that we did, and I showed you when I was doing this. And at the moment, it almost just slips my mind what all I did with this one. I think I coated the whole inside with oatmeal, and then I did bands of Albany slip brown and maybe iron luster. What? I don't know. It's at the very front of the video, and right now I'm just not recalling exactly what it was, but look at the way that broke on the texture up here. Isn't that just the coolest thing? I'm glad I did a video of it, so I'll remember it. Sometimes I really have to go back and look at my own videos. And I'm telling you, this must be a reclaimed clay. So this was my junk clay because of the speckling in it. Because I haven't used speckled clay in a long time. So this came from my reclaim that had some speckle in it. That's just pretty awesome. If you can see that. So, all right. We've got one more shelf here underneath. And I don't even remember what is there at this time, but we're about to see. Okay. Oh, I forgot about those. That turned out nicely. Here we have a holy bowl. I throw these, and my wife does the carving on them. Had a little bit. We always do a full glaze and then fire those on a little pedestal. And that one turned out nice. That's really pretty. This is tourmaline, straight tourmaline. Pretty neat. And I have some more salt pigs here. This is just the one without ears. And this is just river birch. It says salt on it. See how that sits? That'll be really nice, won't it? Then I have a little mug I did for my granddaughter. This is lapis satin on the bottom from Coyote. It's a flat satin. And this top part here is the sunset pink. And I overlapped them a little bit. I made it really heavy because I did want it to drip down in there a bit. And we got some really neat reaction from that. I love this sunset pink because it can kind of break just if you can see that, a little bit of yellows or and the sunset pink, the sunset name is just so accurate of how this glaze turns out. It's not just a pink, but that's pretty. Yeah. And then I have 2 little salt jars. This is AMACO Marigold, which is a celadon. Again, it's just very stable. You can see I just take these right to the bottom. They don't move. That little jar, neat little lid for that. I mean, isn't that just makes you want to go cook something, doesn't it? I love to cook. I love to have, we've got one of these I made when I was in class. It's not as nice as that one, I don't think. It's old, it's taller, it's skinnier, it's harder to get your hand in, but we've used it for years and years, and it just works. And this is, both of these were junk clay I made these out of, so that's where the speckles are coming from. And this is just AMACO Snow. AMACO Snow. Another neat little lid that just sits right on there. There we go. You just can't complain about that. Real pretty. All right, guys, thanks for watching. It looks like we got to just about 5.5, maybe, just shy of 6 on this bottom one. So, still glazed fine. It's going to be fully vitrified. Everything will be cool, but just not quite as hot on that very bottom as the rest of it. So, Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you out. I love the bowl. I hope you do too. Try that combination out. It's just, it turned out really gorgeous with the bands, and I love trying new things and sharing them with you. So please like and subscribe, and y'all just have a great day and enjoy your potting.